Hi everyone. I thought I would come outside on a beautiful day and talk a little about the energies that are here with us now. Tomorrow is 2/22/22, which is a very powerful number. The twos are about moving forward, continuing on the path, and it's an angel number, which is off, the number sequences and patterns are ways that angels communicate with us, or you can view it as just the universe communicating with us and just letting us know that, things are going well and to keep going. And I think that theme is particularly true for us right now with what we've all kind of we're seeing the COVID restrictions and the narrative falling apart. We're seeing the mandates loosening in many areas, but not all. In some areas, it's tightening, and we're seeing controls like in Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. Just really some really horrifying things happening to people. Yeah, so it's confusing. Well, what do we do with that, and how do we rise above and disengage when some of these injustices are happening? And as I like to talk about a lot, is it's all about vibration. It's all about vibration. So knowing that when we align our vibration with our highest and best selves, which is based in love, which is based in gratitude, joy, empathy, forgiveness, compassion, then that vibration can be felt out by the collective. And with all these energies, it can feel hard to kind of do, like, is it okay to kind of take a deep breath and think that things are going to go back to normal? Or do we need to kind of still be on guard all the time and wait until what's the next thing they're going to try? And so I think there's a lot of that energy in the air, but really what it comes down to, when I go in the Akashic Records, this comes up a lot, is we're being asked to come from an internal place of how do we create our internal reality of how we want to feel and how we want to be, versus looking for the external to tell us that we're good enough, that we're enough, that it's safe, that we can do this or can't do that, or can't do that. So it's removing the external affirmation and focusing on our internal truth. So as within, so without. This is not something that a lot of us have been trained to do. My dog is eating a peanut butter jar. This is the noise you hear. I'm just going to let her do it. I gave it to her. She loves peanut butter. Anyway, so it's not something that we've been trained to do. It's like you're telling me I can create my reality, I can create my own way of being, and that will affect my external reality. Yes, that is absolutely what we're learning to do. So, tomorrow, 2/22/22, take advantage of that day to really focus on how you want to feel in your life, how you want to be, connect with anything that's holding you back from that, any doubts, any fears, any of the blocks, any of the shadows, old traumas, new traumas, big traumas, little traumas. A lot of it is old stuff that we're learning to clear. And I just did a session with somebody today, and what I'm always reminded of in the records, it's all about our feelings. If something feels aligned with us, we'll know. And our bodies will give us the answer, and our feelings will give us the answer. If something feels right, that's probably because it is. So with the 2/22/22, and around that day, today, of course, and tomorrow, and the coming days after that, just just pause and feel the energy. Feel, notice what there is for you. I went to this amazing yoga class with my friend Amy, it's like a yin yoga, sacred space yoga, she called it. And I hadn't been to like an in-person group yoga class in at least 3 years, maybe more than that. I used to do yoga all the time. But I felt just such powerful energy being generated by a group of people in a room. And for years I had gone to yoga, and I knew I was connecting with something. When you do that, when you're quieting your mind, when you're in shavasana, when you're in that space of just opening the body to consciousness. But this time I took a moment. I said, what is this that I'm connecting with? As I've learned how to do that, in recent years, intuitively. And I was like, well, this is God. This is God. I'm connecting with God and with all these other souls around me who are also connecting with this higher consciousness and this oneness that we all share. And I just had this, and it was all these people that I see in various homeschool groups and you know, gatherings we go to. We went to an ice fishing event with some friends, and it's this absolutely amazing reality that is the 5D way of living in community with people. And I said, well, this is it. This is 5D. Just being with these people who were all doing the same work. We're spiritually connected. We know we have this. We're in tune with our light, our inner light. And actually, in the class, I had this vision of my body, but a light-filled body, as if you see sometimes pictures of like a human shape, but it's just light. And I had that feeling. It was just really, I said, this is it. This is the new earth. This is how we are, is connecting with others. And, that sense of community, I'd never really had that growing up. I had been, well, that's not true. Growing up, I did a little bit. But when I was a young adult, my husband and I were talking about this. We would go to bars or go out to yoga classes or go to restaurants, and we'd see some people we knew, but we would just go and talk about stuff. And eventually we're like, you know what? We're just tired of this. This is boring. Like, we don't care about talking about this stuff. And I was like, that's the way some people are living still in the 3D world. Now you have to show your papers and go to some places. And I'm like, you know what? I don't miss that. I don't miss it at all, because it wasn't fulfilling. And this is what fulfills me, being outdoors, doing this sacred work with friends, and just homeschooling and growing our food. We're about to start tapping our trees for sap to boil maple syrup. It is here for us now, and it's not this like, oh my gosh, everything's so amazing and wonderful, but it's this new reality of working with these energies and just noticing what's here for us, here for us to step into. So I encourage you to take a moment, if you're wanting to create a 5D way of living, just write it down. How would it feel to be living in that reality? What would it feel like in your body? What would you be doing? What would be around you? And then watch your reality begin to mirror itself. Yes, you'll need to take action. But things will start to come in your way, opportunities, as long as we're clearing our negative thoughts, our negative beliefs. It's happening. So I'm doing a retreat on March 4th. There's still a few spots, I think, if you want to join us. Beautiful opportunity to connect with light, to connect with community. And when you're with other souls doing this work, like in that yoga class, you're more likely to do it. Like, pushes you into that higher state of consciousness. It pushes you through the heaviness, because we see, oh, they're doing it too. It's just something about it. Just the momentum propels us. And we're going to be doing chakra balancing food, which is a very powerful way to just put loving things into our bodies. Meditations, maybe a cold plunge, but doing stuff by the fire, creativity, raw cacao ceremony. It's all there. It's a reset. It's a way for us to step into the new earth, step into us being in 5D living. And if you're not into a retreat, I'm also doing an Akashic Records class where you can learn to read your Akashic Records for yourself. It's so absolutely healing. And then also for others, if you wanted to help others. That starts in the end of March. Is an online class, a 6-week series. So, all right, sending you much love in this powerful, amazing time. It's all here for us if we choose to see it. Take care. Bye-bye.